Welcome to the Haines High School Gymnasium. Got a little Region 5 basketball action early on a Saturday morning, so Petersburg's able to get out of here on that afternoon ferry. First up today, we've got the Lady Vikings from Petersburg against our Haines Lady Glacier Bears. Last night, Petersburg came out with a 42-32 victory, led in large part by Haines Larson with 22 points. Big game for her, not only directing traffic but scoring as well. Rounding out the scoring was Adriana Stowe with 8, Kennedy Kahn with 3, Anya Powak with 1, Iris Case with 4, and Allie Thomason with 4. For the Glacier Bears, leading scorer was Allison Benda with 13. Grace Long-Godinez with 8, Sadie Anderson with 5, Gracie Stickler with 4, and Mackenzie Dryden with 2. So a nice competitive game there last night. We hope for another one early this morning. Quick turnaround for both of these teams. And a reminder, at 1 o'clock we'll have tip-off of the boys game with Petersburg and Haines Glacier Bears. That was a barn burner, went right down to the very end with the Glacier Bears winning that one by 1. So starting lineups first for the Lady Vikings from Petersburg. Number 11, Haines Larson. Number 31, Adriana Stowe. Number 30, Kennedy Kahn. Number 14, Anya Powak. And rounding out the lineup, number 15, Allie Thomason. Petersburg coached by Dino Brock, and he's got Matthew Powak as his assistant. Starting lineup for the Glacier Bears. Number 1, Mackenzie Dryden. She had 2 points last night. Number 14, Allison Benda. Number 10, Sadie Anderson. Number 23, Grace Long-Godinez. And rounding out starting line for the Glacier Bears, number 12, Malia Jorgensen-Giese. Glacier Bears coached by Coleman Stanford, and he's got Fran Daly assisting him on the bench. So we'll take a short pause here for the national anthem. Great job by Natalie Jobbins with the national anthem. So whether you guys are watching online for Sam McFeeder's feed or you're on KFSK, welcome to today's game. Let's hope for another great one. Got both teams out on the court. Again, it's going to be Kahn and Anderson in the center circle. Glacier Bears going to your left. Vikings going to the right. We've got Nash Gainey and Jones for the officials. Gainey will be in the center circle, and this one is controlled by Powak. Gets it over to Stowe. Stowe off the glass. Anderson down with the board. Quick opportunity there off the tip for the Vikings. Couldn't convert. Longodine is up into the front court for the Glacier Bears. Goes right-hand side to Bend out behind the three-point line. Up top to Jorgensen Giese. Looking, swings it to the left side to Dryden. Now left baseline to Benda. Top to Dryden. Man-to-man defense by the Vikings. The right-hand side to the Glacier Bears, down that right baseline to Benda. She gets it inside to Anderson. Anderson, little fake, a little bit long, and the rebound comes out weak side to Powak. Powak gets it in the hands of Larson. Larson's going to drive down to left baseline, up with it, and over the rim and good. Inez with the first 2 points of the game. Picking right where she left you off yesterday. Longodina's on the dribble. Kind of probing that defense, gets it to Jorgensen Giese at the free throw line. Now into Anderson. Anderson up! She scores it, but they're going to call it off. We got a timeout by Coleman Stanford. It's one of those coaches like timeout, timeout. Oops, probably shouldn't have. So we'll take a quick 1 minute break here, send it back to KFSK. All right, we're back on the court. Glacier Bears with the inbounds. Benda looking, gets it into Anderson out on the right block. Nothing doing there, gets it to Longodine as they go back into Anderson. She turns in the center of the key and gets that one over the rim, over the top of Kahn for the bucket. Larson back, comes right-hand side to Powak. One dribble, picks it up, goes left side to Thomason. Back to Powak, she'll on the dribble here, 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Now left wing, free throw line extended to Nelson. Larson, goes inside, now back out to Larson. Trying to get into lane, turns and bucket. I think she can pretty much score whenever she wants to. She does a great job stepping up her teammates, but she's one of those players got ability to score at will. Left-hand side is Longodina's. Up top to Jorgensen Giese. Out right side to Benda. Now they get it back down into Anderson. She kicks it out to Dryden. Jorgensen Giese's going to let fly from three. Back rim and Kahn down with the board for the Vikings. Larson on the dribble. 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Larson dribbles to the left-hand side. Dumps it over to Thomason. Goes inside to Stowe. Stowe with the right hand. No good. Kahn with the weak side rebound. And that's going to be rebounded by Anderson. Hand off to Longodina. She's up in the front court. She'll be picked up by Larson. Longodina drives in, kicks it out to the left wing to Dryden. Top to Jorgensen Giese, inside to Dryden. She's going to lose control of the ball, stolen away by the Vikings. Larson got a 1-on-4. She'll wisely pull that out behind the three-point line, set the offense. Comes up top to Powak. Powak dribbles to the right-hand side, a hand off to Thomason. Now inside to Kahn. Kahn faces up, gets to a cutting Stowe. She can't handle it. And Vikings tried to save it in. That was Thomason on the baseline. Had her foot on the line when she tried to tip that one back in. Glacier Bears catch a break. And they'll come back with it to the offensive end. Longodina's trying to get to that right side, cut off by Larson. That comes up top to Jorgensen Giese. Anderson out behind the three-point line. She's not out there very often. Now she'll go back down the post looking for pass. Jorgensen Giese off the glass for three. Malia with her first three of the game. It is a 1-point lead for the Glacier Bears. 5-4 with 4:31 left in the first quarter. Larson goes right-hand side to Powak. Ball knocked out of her hands by Jorgensen Giese. First subs into the game, we got Gracie Stickler and Stacy Wallers into the game for the Bears. Larson on the dribble, working against Longodinas. Goes left side. Now they go to the baseline to Stowe. Stowe picks up her dribble, comes way up top to Larson. She's on the dribble, goes behind the back, trying to get past Longodinas. But Grace got good defense there. Wallers almost gets the turnover. The Vikings go inside to Larson. She muscles it up on the right-hand side and regains that 1-point lead for the Vikings. Longodinas back for the Bears. Over to Benda. Benda's going to drive into lane, goes up with the shot. He's kind of in the middle of 3 Vikings. I don't know if that's the best shot selection for the Glacier Bears, but she got bailed out by the Vikings. Will have a chance to earn 2 of these from the free throw line. And that'll be on Kennedy Kahn, her first personal, first team foul. Allison Benda, the line shooting 2. She was 3 for 4 there last night. First one rims out. Benda second. Good. We're tied at 6. And Larson into the front court for the Vikings. There's a right wing to Stowe. Back up top to Kahn. Left side to Larson. Now into the post to Stowe. Stowe's working hard in there, but she got hit upside the head by somebody. It was Sadie Anderson, her first personal, second team foul or first team foul for the Glacier Bears. And Jorgensen Giese will give Sadie Anderson a break. Vikings inbounding, baseline, right side of the key. Anya Pauk. Pauk gets it to Stowe. Stowe will drive in. She gets a shot off, fouled by the Glacier Bears. Going to the line for 2. And Jorgensen Giese off the bench picks up her first. Stowe had 8 points last night, 4 for 9 from the free throw line. Her first attempt tonight. That one's a little long. And Ariel Godina's long coming in for Allison Benda. Stowe at the line for her second. Shots up. Right. Money on that one. And it's a 1-point lead for the Vikings. Got a little 3-quarter court press here by the Vikings. Glacier Bears get over the top of it. Get it over to Godina's long to Jorgensen Giese. Looked at the 3, wasn't there, so she'll back it out, set the offense for the Glacier Bears. She circles over to the right-hand side, goes inside to Stickler. Stickler fighting for it. They get it to Godina. Longodinas with the shot. Wallers with the weak side rebound. Trying to get the ball out to Jorgensen Giese. Back to Wallers on the baseline. She's going to try and drive through a double team, stolen away by Powak. Powak up into the front court, goes left-hand side to Larson for the long 3-pointer. In and out. Jorgensen Giese with the board for the Glacier Bears. Longodinas on the dribble, goes right side to Wallers. She has the open 3, one dribble, and she's got, nope, her foot was on the line for 2. Stacy Wallers gets the 2, and it's a 1-point lead for the Glacier Bears. She had plenty of time to take that dribble, set her feet, and let it fly. Stowe, right wing, guarded by Jorgensen Giese. They go up top to Kahn. She's able to get it before it crosses the half-court line now, almost stolen away by Godina's long. Larson's able to recover. As it punched away again by Godina's long and out of bounds, so Vikings will reset on the sideline. Adara Curtis coming in for Allie Thomason. And we've got Iris Case in for Anya Powak. And we've got a bunch of substitutions for the Glacier Bears. We've got Benda, Dryden, and Anderson all back into the game. Larson goes high post to Kahn through her hand. She's able to grab it. Now a bunch of Glacier Bears are going to reach in there and grab it. get the held ball. Alternated possession goes to the Glacier Bears. Kahn brought that ball down where a lot of the guards for the Glacier Bears able to get their hands on it. Coach telling her, keep that ball up above your head. Dryden on the dribble to the right-hand side. She's going to reverse, come up to the top. Gets a screen from Anderson. Goes to Jorgensen-Giese. Now to Anderson on the right wing. Baseline to Dryden. Dribbles up. Jorgensen-Giese going to pick it up, let fly from three, and she nails another one. She's feeling her rhythm on that right wing. 4-point lead for the Glacier Bears, 1:33 left in the first quarter. Larson goes high post to Stowe. Stowe drives to the left side of the lane, gets a layup up and good for two. She's got three, cuts that lead to two. Quickly back is Dryden for the Glacier Bears. She's going to drive to that left baseline. Nobody cuts her off till Larson gets her on the baseline. They reverse it to the right side, up top to Jorgensen-Giese. Little dribble handoff on that right wing to Dryden. Dryden's going to try to drive inside, knocked away, but Godina's long is there to pick it up. Gets it to Benda. Benda back up top to Jorgensen-Giese. She's going to let another one go. Heat check. Okay, that one a little bit short. Now we got Emma Dorn checking into the game. Looks like Godina's long checking out. So this will be the first time we're seeing Dorn in the game. 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Larson up on the dribble. Dryden will come out way up top to meet her. It's right-hand side to Stowe. She's picked up by Dorn way behind the three-point line. And they go to Case. Case back to Stowe. Go inside to Curtis. Curtis tries to go up with a shot. Has that one blocked by Jorgensen-Giese. Jorgensen-Giese's got it on the dribble. 30 seconds left here in the quarter. They get it to Dryden. Dryden goes to Dorn. Dorn with the shot and nails it. That'll be a two for Emma Dorn. So some of these players that really weren't scoring last night letting it fly today, and they're making it happen for the Glacier Bears. 4-point lead, 13 seconds left. Larson back, kicks it up top to Kahn. Now to Case, leaves it short. Larson's going to go up with the shot. She gets hammered down on the baseline. We'll see which one of the Glacier Bears is going to be sending her to the line for two. Number 12, Jorgensen-Giese, her second personal, third team foul on the Glacier Bears. Larson at the line, shooting two. That one's front rim. Now you got Stickler in for Jorgensen-Giese. Stowe's second, Larson's second is good. That's 7 for her, and we're at 3-point game. Glacier Bears tried to throw it long, up ahead, knocked away by the Vikings. So Glacier Bears will end the first quarter with a 13-10 lead over the Petersburg Vikings. We'll send it back to studios at KFSK for 1 minute. We're back at the Haines High School Gymnasium. Lady Vikings against Lady Glacier Bears started the second quarter. Glacier Bears with a 3-point lead, 13-10. Vikings get it into Larson. She's got 7 so far on the ball game. Go up top to Case, left side back to Larson. Out of Stowe at the top of the key. 2-3 zone still by the Glacier Bears. Case is going to get a little jittery with her feet and travel. Longodina's on the dribble for the Glacier Bears. Comes to the left side. Throw the pass right hand side. Got Ashlyn Gainey into the game for the first time this weekend. Now they get Dorn for another shot. Oh, rims in and out. Larson down with the rebound. Larson up comes right hand side. Stowe. Now they go to the high post to Kahn. Left side to Case. Up top to Stowe. To Larson on the right wing. Into the high post to Kahn. Back to Larson for three on the left side. That one's short and comes down to Anderson, and she's going to be fouled by Curtis. Got her hand on the arm there, so Dara Curtis, her first personal. Second team foul for the Vikings. It'll be Glacier Bear basketball. Longodina's up into the front court. They're going to drive to the left side lane, and they're going to get Larson on the foul. Her first personal. Third team foul on the Vikings. And now we got Candle, Thomason, and Powick in for Kahn, Case, and Larson. Dorn on the bounce for the Glacier Bears, left side on the baseline, left side of the key. They get into Anderson. Anderson goes up with her shot. That's wild off the side of the backboard. Rebound comes down to Powick. Powick up into the front court. Up, she's going to picked up her dribble and then started dribbling again. And it'll be back to the Glacier Bears. Now the Glacier Bears with mass substitutions. Dryden, Benda, and Jorgensen Giese back into the game. Longodina's gets to the right side to Dryden. Goes inside to Anderson. Weak side rebound by Curtis. And Powick on the running point for the Vikings. Still that 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. They go left-hand side to Thomason to Powick. Right side. That was Candle. Stowe, running right-hander in the lane, and Anderson away with the rebound. Gets it up to Longodina. 6:10 left in the first half of play. Glacier Bears still up 13-10. No scoring yet here in the second quarter. Up top to Jorgensen Giese. Dribble handoff on that right side to Longodina. She's going to drive inside and get another foul on the Vikings. Anya Powick, her first personal. 14 foul now on the Vikings, and Larson checking back in. She'll come in for Stowe. Benda on the inbounds pass. Gets into Longodina's, looks at the shot, gets it to Jorgensen Giese. She'll let fly for three again, and ball bounces around, comes in the hands of Larson. Larson up in the front court. Comes right-hand side to Candle. Let's go up top. Dryden tried to time that one and was a little bit late and ran into Larson. Picks up her first personal, fourth team foul. Falcon inbounds far side, gets it into Larson. Tries set up Curtis down the baseline, up and good for two for Dara Curtis, her first 2 points of the weekend. Nice job by Larson to suck that defense in, and then Curtis had the open shot, made it. No, Longodina drives baseline, nobody cuts her off. Up off the glass for two. Larson back goes left-hand side to Powick, up top to Larson. Powick. Stolen away by the Glacier Bears. Dryden up into the front court. Briefly loses control of her dribble. Tries to go inside, and Curtis getting over the top. She anticipated that pass, able to knock it away. Now we got Kahn coming back in for the Vikings, and Godinez Long coming in for the Glacier Bears. Curtis will take a seat, and Dryden will come over for a break. Benda inbounds to Longodina. 16-footer leaves it long. Benda with the weak side rebound. Looking for something, tries to turn inside, goes up with the shot, doesn't get it, but she's going to get the foul. Fouls on Larson. Her second personal. 15 foul. That'll send Benda to the line, shooting 2. 1 for 2 so far tonight from the line. Vikings have done a better job holding her in check. Last night she had 13, and she just got the 1 point so far today. 4:52 left in the first half. Glacier Bears with that 3-point lead, 15-12. Second one is short, and Larson comes away with the rebound for the Vikings. She's going to get all the way to the baseline. Oh, reverse layup a little bit hard, and comes down to Anderson. Long Godinez. Longadine's turn defense, gets it to Benda. Benda's going to drive in on that right-hand side, leaves it a little hard. Anderson down with the rebound, and she's going to travel with it and turn it back to the Vikings. And we got Wallers and Stickler coming into the game for Benda and Anderson for the Glacier Bears. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout here by Coach Brock for the Vikings. 15-12 with 40-29 left in the first half is our score here in Haines. Inez Larson is still kicking it with 7. She's having a great first half. Adriana Stowe with 3. And Adara Curtis with those 2. Scoring's kind of dropped off. Both teams with just 1 bucket here in the first 3+ minutes of the second quarter. Some of that's defense, and I think some of that is just tired legs from a quick turnaround from the game last night. So it'll be Vikings ball. You got Kahn and Larson in the backcourt. And Larson will be bringing it up for the Vikings. Glacier Bears sticking with that 2-3 zone. Pauk on the right side goes to Thomason, and she's going to be fouled by Jorgensen Giese, and that's Malia's 3rd personal. 15 foul on the Glacier Bears. So Vikings get the inbound to Larson. His left-hand side to Pauk, into the Kahn at the high post, left wing to Larson. Kahn at the high post again. Pauk spots up from 18. Money for her. Pauk, that's her first 2 points. Cuts that lead to 1. Long Godinez. She'll kick it out to Wallers. A little stutter step. She's trying to get looking at a shot and move the feet. So we got Nettleton into the game for the Glacier Bears. Vikings come up, get it over to Candle, to Larson on the left wing. Working against Godinez long. She's going to get past Wallers, but pick up the foul on Wallers. Excuse me, that's Raven Hotchets in the game. Had my score sheet wrong. Larson up with the shot, rebound, battles for it on the floor, and we'll have a held ball. Possession arrows goes to the Glacier Bears with 3:31 left in the first half. Long Godinez on the dribble. Come over to the left-hand side, get us to Godinez long. Driving, kicks it out to Benda. Back down on the baseline for Long Godinez. Up top for Godinez long. She's going to let fly from 3. Weak side rebound comes down to Allie Thomason. Larson now pushing the pace. Gets it up ahead to Pauk. To Larson. Kahn cutting Larson on the right side. She's got to muscle in for the shot. Thought there should have been a foul somewhere there. Godinez long up on the right side. Leaves it a little hard. Sickler down with the rebound. She's going to go up and good, and we're going to get the foul on that one. So Gracie Stickler's got 2. She'll be shooting 1. Fouls on number 12, Eleanor Candle. And off the bench, we've got Stowe coming back in and Case coming back in. And Anderson coming in for the Glacier Bears. So Stickler will be at the line for the free throw. Rims in and out. Anderson's able to track down that rebound. Comes up top to Longodinas. She dribbles over the right-hand side, gets it to Benda. Benda looking for something to do with it. Goes high post to Stickler. Back to Benda. Inside to Anderson. Kicks it out to Godina's long. The dribble to the right-hand side. She's going to try and find a lane. Blocking foul again on the Vikings. 1-1 here. We're in the bonus. Fouls on 14. Powick, her second personal. That'll be the 17th foul, putting Godinez long at the line for a 1-1, 2:26 left in the first half. Glacier Bears with a 3-point lead, 17-14. Godinez long, first shot. Rebound comes down to Stowe. Powick now on the dribble up in the front court, comes right-hand side to Thomason. She's going to try and get to that right baseline. Got a hand check, it looks like, on Longodinas. That'll be Grace's first personal. That's 17th foul now on the Glacier Bears as well. So now both teams will be shooting on any fouls for the rest of the half. Thomason at the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity. She had 4 points in the game last night, and she gets her first tonight. Thomason back now for her second. And that one's a little bit short, and it'll go back over to the Glacier Bears. Bend into Longodinas. Right side to Benda. Stickler at the top of the key. Versus the left-hand side to Dryden. Goes inside to Benda. Benda back out to Dryden. Now they go into Stickler. Stickler loses her balance and will travel with it down on the left baseline. Powick into Case. Right-hand side to Thomason. Thomason drives, looks inside to Stowe. She was covered by the Glacier Bears. Pass comes back out, stolen away by Dryden. Ball's loose on the floor. And we got a Dryden's coming out. Wallers will go in. Longodinas comes left side to Benda. Anderson at the top of the key. She goes, dribbles over to the right side, gets to Benda down on the baseline. Benda tries to drive baseline. She's going to get the blocking foul against the Vikings. Number 15, Allie Thomason. Her first personal. That'll be 18 fouls on the Vikings. And Benda back at the line. He gets her first. It's 2 for her on the game. Extends that lead back to 3 for the Bears with 1:27 left in the first half. Benda second. Gets that one as well. All 3 of her points come from the free throw line so far this morning. Vikings go to Case on the right side. Up top to Kahn. Tries going to high post to Stowe. She's able to get a hold of it, and we're going to have a travel on Stowe. Thomason back in for the Vikings. And Dorn in for the Glacier Bears. Longodinas goes right side to Wallers. Wallers tries to get into Anderson, poked away by Kahn. Longodine is able to catch the ball, get it out to Benda on the left wing. Drives into the top of the key. Glacier Bears get to Wallers, now to Godina's Longodine, misses the shot, rolls around. Thomason with the board. Just under a minute left here in first half play. 4-point lead for the Glacier Bears. Kahn on the left side for the Vikings. Comes up top to Thomason. Now to Case. Right side to Powak. Up top to Thomason. Left side to Kahn. Now they try to go inside to Stowe, and you've got Anderson reaching in from behind, going to pick up her second personal foul. 18th foul, and you'll have Stowe going to the line shooting a 1-on-1. Sickler quickly off the bench for the Glacier Bears. They don't want Anderson to pick up that third personal foul in these last 33 seconds. That one, long rebound comes out to Wallers. Wallers tries to go to Dorn, and that one's going to be off of Stowe, out of bounds to the Glacier Bears. Wallers gets it into Dorn, up top to Benda. Wallers comes left-hand side to Dorn. 17 seconds left. Glacier Bears kind of passing around the perimeter. Benda drives in that right side, up with a wild shot and out of bounds. That was a little bit of a force there for Benda. They still had 10.8 seconds left. She had some time to get a better one. Larson going to come in, try and get a bucket here for the Vikings. Larson driving left-hand side. Stops and pops from 8 and bucket. Glacier Bears quickly back, and we will end the first half of play with the Glacier Bears clinging to a 2-point lead, 19-17. So we'll take a break here online, and then also at KFSK. We'll be back in 10 minutes for second half action. we're back here in Haines High School Gymnasium ready for second half action. Last night, Petersburg ladies were able to pull away in that second half, outscoring the Glacier Bears by 5 in both the third and the fourth quarter. It ended up giving them that 10-point lead. So we will see what happens tonight. Last night we were tied at half. Tonight the Glacier Bears this morning Glacier Bears have a 2-point lead as they head into the third quarter. Larson on the dribble, right-hand side to Powak, back to Larson. Tries to go inside, and that's going to be a held ball. Longodina's down on the floor, scrapping for that one with Kahn and Larson. It'll be Glacier Bear basketball with alternating possession. Benda into Longodina's. Comes right-hand side to Benda. Up top to Jorgensen. Giese goes to that right wing. Try and go inside to Anderson. Anderson will back it out, come up top to Benda. Benda left side to Dryden. Dryden tries to get baseline, gets it into Anderson, and she's going to be double teamed by Kahn and Larson. Held ball, alternating possession back to the Vikings. Larson up into the front court for the Vikings. Comes left-hand side to Thomason. And that's going to be Malia Jorgensen-Giese's fourth personal foul. And she's going to be taking a seat here as Gracie Stickler comes into the game. So Powak on the inbounds. Gets it into Larson. Got Dryden guarding her closely. They go right side to Stowe. So guarded by Benda. Loops it over the top to Powak. And that pass to Thomason, stolen away by Benda. Benda's got a lane to the basket. Powak's going to step in front of her. Drops off to Dryden. Dryden can't get the layup to go. Stickler gets it and up and off the glass for 2. Gracie Stickler got 4, and that's the lead for the Glacier Bears. 21-17. Back the other way is Stowe, and she's fouled. She's going up for the shot. 14, Allison Benda, her first personal. Second team foul here in the second half. And you've got Stowe at the line for 2. At 3 points so far in the game. That one rims off. Stowe second. Nothing but net. Cuts that lead to 3 for the Glacier Bears. Longodina's back, comes on the right-hand side. She's going to dribble up against Larson. Larson gets her hand in there. We're going to have a held ball, alternated possession to the Glacier Bears. Quick hands by Larson that time. Gets the turnover. Benda on the baseline. Glacier Bears screen it up, get it to Stickler. She turns, goes into lane. Shot blocked by Kahn. Boy, that looked all ball. Not sure where the contact was on that one. Kahn was wondering the same thing. She didn't, but I thought she had her hand on that one. Sam's got me a little replay thing here. Let's see if we can. Stickler, first one off back rim. Stickler gets her second. That's 5 for her, 4-point lead, and Stowe's got it on the right baseline. Go inside to Kahn. Oh, Kahn's got Powak all alone, gets a, misses the bunny down there. Anderson, weak side board. Longodina's up ahead to Dryden. Dryden on the left side, little too hard. Rebound comes down to Powak. Back to Larson. Larson on the dribble, goes right side to Powak. To Thomason. Thomas going to drive baseline. Cut off by Benda, gets it to Kahn. Kahn dumps it over to Stowe. Stowe, nice cut on that backside. Great job by Kahn getting it to her, cuts that lead to 2. We're at 22-20 with 5:54 left in the third quarter. Benda up top, They reverse it over to the left baseline to Longodinas. Now they come back right wing to Benda. Longodinas has it on the dribble. She's going to double dribble and turn that back over to the Vikings. Into the game, we've got Wallers and Dorn coming in for Dryden and Benda. Larson on the dribble. Comes left side to Powak. Now to Stowe. Stowe looks into Larson. 14-foot turnaround. That'll be off the Vikings and out of bounds to the Glacier Bears. Now back the other way, we've got Longodinas. Goes left wing to Dorn. Top to Anderson. Right wing to Wallers now. Back to Dorn for three. Weak side rebound by Stickler. She's going to go back up with it. Leaves it a little bit long. Kahn with the weak side board. Out to Larson. Larson up into the front court. Gets past Longodinas. Gets past Wallers. Goes up against Anderson. Rebound comes down to Kahn. Stolen away by Wallers to Longodinas, but over the top of her head. And Larson will track down the loose ball and bring it up into the front court, gets it to Stowe. Stowe up top to Larson. Now they go down to the baseline to Thomason. Nothing there. First it up top to Larson. High post to Kahn. Thompson, 12-footer, bounces it around, drops in. Thompson's got three now, and we're tied at 22. Longodinas back for the Glacier Bears, coming up on the right-hand side. Tries to get to baseline, cut off by Larson. Back to Wallers, up top to Stickler. Stickler goes left wing to Dorn, up top to Anderson. Now reversing, coming over to that right side. She tries to get to baseline, cut off by Kahn. She'll reverse her dribble, come to the top of the key. Right-hand side to Dorn. Baseline to Longodinas. Stickler, 16-footer, back rim. Kahn with the board. Could have been over the back on Anderson. They throw it up ahead to Stowe. Stowe trying to get past Stickler. Off the glass and good for two. Nice leak out by Stowe. And a 2-point lead for the Vikings now. Longodinas. And we're going to have a timeout for the Glacier Bears. 30-second timeout. So a little bit what we saw last night coming out of that halftime. Glacier Bears had a struggle to score, and Vikings were able to put a little run on and get some space, and then they extended in the fourth quarter. And going into halftime down 2, they've outscored the Glacier Bears 7-3 so far here in the third quarter to take that 2-point lead. Glacier Bears, just their offense doesn't seem like they're getting as much movement as they did in the first half. Coach Stanford's going to have to change some things up there, see if he can get some of his girls a look. It'd be nice to get Benda back on the scoring column here like she did last night. She's only got those 3 free throws, and she really has an opportunity to take many shots. Vikings have done a great job changing up their defensive pressure to take her off, keep her off that scoring column. So Godina's long into the game for the Vikings. He's on the dribble, kicks it out to Dorn, back to Godina's long. Dorn, Benda. Now we're on the left side to Waller. She'll try and get the baseline, gets it out to Dorn. That one's wide and long, and it's going to be off the Glacier Bears, back to the Vikings. Sub off the bench is Dryden coming in for Wallers. And Larson up into the front court. He's going to just drive past all the Glacier Bears. Go up on the left-hand side. Bucket's good. Let's see if they count it. We got a blocking. It is going to count for Larson. Fouls on 10. That's 3 on Anderson. And Larson now has 11. And a 4-point lead for her team. She's got a chance to extend that with free throw. And that bounces around, drops in. 12 for her. Now back into the game is Longodinas coming in for Godina's long. Grace will be in the backcourt with Benda. 5-point lead for the Vikings. Longodinas up on the left-hand side. Out to Dryden. Goes inside. Benda turns, nothing there, has it knocked out of her hands. Larson comes away with it for the Vikings. She's going to push it up. No numbers. She's going to try and get to that baseline, but a little hesitation there. Put her hand under the ball and carried, and we'll go back to the Glacier Bears. Longo-Dinas coming up to the three-point line. We'll kick it to the left-hand side to Dryden. She briefly loses. I think she wanted to shoot the three, but briefly lost control of the ball, loses her dribble, and Larson away with it for the Vikings. Powick up on the right wing. Back to Larson. High post to Stowe. Stowe's going to drive left side, up with the left and good. She's got 10, a 7-point lead for the Vikings. Glacier Bears need to find some offense here. And they're going to get it from Longo-Dinas. Nice little dump pass by Anderson to a cutting Longo-Dinas for the bucket. Grace got 4 now. They go into Stowe. Stowe on the left-hand side has a shot blocked by Anderson. Gets the block, shot back, goes up with a wild right hand, and long rebound comes out to Dorn. Longo-Dinas up in the front court. 1:50 left here, third quarter play. Glacier Bears trying to cut in that 5-point lead for the Vikings before the end of the quarter. Dryden tries to loop it in, can't get anything. Anderson comes down with the rebound, and we're going to have a foul on the Vikings. That'll be on Kahn, her third personal, second team foul. And we've got Stickler back into the game, as well as Hotch into the game. Benda on the inbounds, looking for a pass. Through Hotch's hand out to Longo-Dinas. Dryden on the left side. Goes into Hotch to Stickler, and she's going to travel with it. Tried to get a shot off, but Curtis was right there with a hand up. Made her second think it and moved the feet. Larson on the dribble. She's over to Powick, back to Larson. Larson still working, goes to Curtis. Back to Larson. Side to Powick for 3. And weak side board comes down to Dryden. And she's going to promptly be fouled with the reach by Thomason. That'll be Thomason's second personal, third team foul. And Case back into the game for the Vikings, giving Powick a break. Dryden. Running point for the Glacier Bears. Brings it to the top of the key. Drives in, gets it down to Hotch on the baseline. To Stickler at the top of the key. Longo-Dinas jumper short. Benda's shot is blocked, but we've got a foul. Let's see which one of the Vikings this one's going to be on. 15, Thomason, her third personal. Fourth team foul now on the Vikings. And Benda at the line, shooting 2. Benda gets her first. 4 from her. And we got Stowe coming in for Kahn and Candle coming in for Thomason. And the second. It's going to be rebounded by Larson. Stowe coming up on the right-hand side. No numbers, so goes out to Curtis. Goes right-hand side to Candle, up top to Curtis. Curtis gets it to Larson. 40 seconds left here in the quarter. Larson on the dribble, drives inside, and we're getting a blocking foul. That'll be on Raven Hotch, her first personal. 4th team foul in the second half. Vikings will inbound, right baseline. Get it to Candle. Candle to Case. Back to Candle on the right side. Goes to the baseline to Larson. Larson steps into a 17-footer. Back rim. Long rebound comes to Hotch. Hotch gets it to Benda. Benda up into the front court quickly. She's got a lane to basket, and she's going to get pushed from behind. We'll see which one of the ladies is going to foul her, and it'll only be the 5th personal foul. Unless they're saying she was shooting. Iris Case, 1. I would have to agree with Dino Brock. I didn't think she was in the act of shooting on that one at all, but they're going to give her the free throw on it. That's 5 for her. Yeah, she wasn't anywhere close to shooting that one. Thanks for the replay, Sam. Benda, second. Up and good. That's 6 and down to a 2-point lead. 19 seconds left. Larson coming back with the ball on the left-hand side. She's guarded by Dryden. He's going to give it to a cutting Case. Case goes through her hands, and Case is going to foul Hotch. Case's second personal, 16 foul. 6.6 seconds the quarter. Glacier Bears trying to get a score here. Tie it up or get a lead. Get it into Dryden. Dryden turns, comes up the court, and she's going to carry it and turn it over to the Vikings. So now the Vikings will have an opportunity to extend their lead with 4 seconds. And having that 2-point lead. So we'll have Kahn come in for Curtis for these last 4 seconds. They get it into Larson. Larson turns, comes left-hand side, throws up the 3 and drains it. 15 for Larson, and we've got a 32-27 ball game at the end of the first quarter. We'll send it back to KFSK for 1 minute. Welcome back to Haines. Similar situation as last night. Petersburg with that 5-point lead at the end of the third quarter. And they will have the ball. They get it into Larson. 27-32. Glacier Bears need to get a stop and get some buckets here. Larson still maintaining that dribble. Goes to Case. Case tries to go to high post. Stolen away by the Glacier Bears and then stolen back by Stowe. Then stolen back by Dryden. Dryden now waits for some teammates. Catch up, she'll reset the offense. Goes left-hand side to Longo-Dinas for the three-point shot. Rebound comes down to Case, held by Benda. And alternated possession will go to the Glacier Bears on the baseline. Powak back into the game for Case for the Vikings. Benda on the inbounds pass, goes cross court through the vicinity, playing some good defense. Larson, right hand side to Powak. Powak to Candle, to Stowe. Stowe working the dribble, comes up top to Powak, to Kahn, back to Powak. She's going to go up on the right hand side. Shot on the weak side. Tipped out of bounds by the Glacier Bears. Be Vikings basketball. Candle on the inbounds. Gets to Stowe. Stowe turns, throws up the left-handed. Benda down with it. Up ahead to Dryden. Dryden going to drive through that left side, off the glass and up. We just sped past those Viking defenders, cut the lead to 3. Glacier Bears need some more stops here, and they're going to get one as that pass from Larson goes over the top of Powak and out of bounds into the bleachers. And it'll be back to the Glacier Bears. We got a sub coming in. Thomason will be coming in for Candle. Longodinas comes up to the left baseline. Dryden with a 15-footer. We're to a 1-point ball game. And we got a timeout by Coach Brock. Be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. So unlike last night when the Vikings were able to quickly extend their lead and start the fourth quarter, Glacier Bears been able to get a couple stops and then be able to score some hoops. That first bucket by Mackenzie Dryden, she just ran past the Viking defenders and was able to get that layup, and then they spotted her on the baseline, and the Vikings couldn't get out to cover that jump shot quick enough, and she was able to drain that 15-footer. So we'll see how the Glacier Bears can do here if they can get a couple more stops strung together. 16 fouls right now for the Vikings, so their next foul will send the Glacier Bears to the free throw line. Glacier Bears only 4 team fouls here in the second half, so they have a couple to give yet before anybody from the Vikings will be shooting free throws on anything other than a shot. So Powick will be inbounding in front of the bench. Send into Larson, back to Powick. Powick working that left side, goes into Kahn through her hands. Larson's able to recover it. She'll back out behind the three-point line, reset the offense. Going to Powick. Powick dribbles, goes past Anderson. Kahn can't finish on the weak side rebound, and Anderson comes away with it. Got Longodinas up into the front court. Glacier Bears with a chance to get the lead. They go inside to Anderson. They left her open. Stowe was slow to recover, and the Glacier Bears got a 1-point lead with 6 minutes left in the game. Larson turning, a little defensive confusion that time by the Vikings. And you're going to have Longodinas, really unnecessary foul there. She was 3/4 court away and got her hands on her. That's her second 15 foul. Now we get it back into Larson. He's out at the center circle. Comes left-hand side to Powick. Powick guarded by Dryden. Gets it back to Larson. Larson gets a screen, looking for a cutter. Goes down to the baseline to Kahn. Kahn up top to Stowe. Stowe, right block to Thomason. Nothing there. Good defense by Anderson. They kick it out to Stowe on that right wing. Into Kahn at the high post. Powick with an 18-footer. Rebound comes to Dryden. Dryden turns, comes up the left-hand side. She's going to go again. Tried to get in all the way to the lane, and they're going to get a blocking foul on one of the Vikings. It was on the ground, so it'll be out of bounds. And that'll be Kahn's fourth personal foul. And it'll be a one-on-one opportunity for Dryden because that's seventh. Hard for us to see from this angle because a couple players between us. The ball kind of shot out of Dryden's hands. Don't know if that was because of the block or if she just lost control of it. Now we got Benda coming in for Stickler. And Dryden at the line for the one-on-one. Yeah, it looked like there was a little contact there by Kahn. Rebound comes out to Benda. Gets it to Jorgensen-Giese. She's going to let fly for three. That's way short and brought down by Kahn. Kahn gets it to Larson. Larson comes to the left-hand side. She'll back it out. Looking to set something up. And that ball goes to Stowe. Stowe had an opening, go inside to Powick. Powick off the glass. Yeah, can't finish it. Rebound, fought for it. And it's going to be a battle between Stowe and Longodinas. Let's see which one is going to get the foul. And that's going to be Longodinas, her foul. That's her third personal. And that's 16 foul on the Glacier Bears. And the Vikings will be inbounding on the baseline. Powick, left side of the key. Gets it into Larson. Going down to Stowe. Stolen away from her by the Glacier Bears. Up ahead to Dryden. Dryden up on the left side. Off the glass and good. Dryden's got 6, and it's a 3-point lead. Glacier Bears able to regain that lead since that timeout. Powick's going to come back. Now we got another timeout by Coach Brock. 4:27 left in the fourth quarter. Glacier Bears by 3, 35-32. And we'll take a 1-minute break and send it back to studios at KFSK. Okay, welcome back. Doug Sword along with Sam McFeeters bringing you some Glacier Bear Lady Vikings basketball action. 4:27 left in the fourth quarter. 35-32, Glacier Bears by 3. Both teams are in the bonus. So any fouls from here on out, we're going to be shooting. Powick gets it into Larson for the Vikings. Cross-court pass to Case. Case on the dribble, goes baseline to Powick. 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Pass up top to Larson. And holy cow, that was a lot. Big collision there. I don't know why there wasn't some kind of call on that. But Vikings will regain the ball, come back the other way to Kahn. Gets it to Stowe. Stowe drives that left-hand side. Recovers through the hands of the Vikings. And Benda's going to come away with it. And we're going to have a foul. Let's see here who we're calling now. We're going to go to the other end shooting free throws. So Benda will be shooting the free throws. Let's just see who the foul is going to be on for the Vikings. 14. Up. They're calling a player control foul on that one, so it won't be shooting. Seemed like a loose ball. I don't know how you get a player control foul on that one. Anyhow, Long Godinez coming back, comes right-hand side to Dryden. Glacier Bears with that 3-point lead. They got it to Jorgensen Giese. She'll dribble to the right-hand side. It's to Long Godinez. Back up top to Jorgensen Giese, inside to Anderson. Anderson turns off the glass and rebound by Larson. Larson goes right side to Powick. Powick guarded by Dryden, comes up top to Larson. Ooh. Almost stolen away by the Glacier Bears. This one, it is stolen away. Kahn had that pass tip stolen away by Long Godinez. She's going to drive in on the right-hand side. And how is there not a foul on that one? Holy cow, knocked to the ground. Officials didn't call, but they'll give the ball back to the Glacier Bears. I know Coach Brock's had some issues with some of the calls, but I think he'd even agree that Larson should have gotten a foul on that one with 3:10 left. Benda gets it up top to Dryden. Dryden shoots and scores the 2. Little up fake. Defender goes by, and it's a 5-point lead now by the Glacier Bears. Powick on the right side gets it to Kahn up top. Left side to Larson. Larson's going to drive in on the left side, and they're going to call the blocking foul along Godinez. Boy, compared to the amount of contact was on the other side, got away with one there. Yeah, it's still a foul. Larson at the line for her first. Off the side of the rim. Has one more coming to her. 2:54 left in the game. Larson gets her second. That's 16 for her. Long Godinez coming up. Looks like a little half-court trap for the Vikings. Long Godinez gets through it. Nice screen by Malia Jorgensen Giese to get it open to Dryden. Dryden's going to fire from the corner. Weak side rebound comes by to Jorgensen Giese. Battle for it. Stowe comes away with it and hands it to Larson. Larson goes right-hand side, going to Kahn. Kahn, they left Stowe open on that left side. She's struggling to get her footing, kicks it out to Case. Weak side board out of the hands, and Going to have an officials timeout and get some players tangled up. Looks like Powak landed on somebody's foot when she came down. So they'll get her out of the game. She comes limping to the bench. And Thomason into the game for the Vikings. 2:17 left in the ball game. 37-33. Bears by 4. It's like three-quarter court. They're setting up that 1-2-2 press for the Vikings. Quickly coming back the other way. Dryden just dribbles right past them. They get it into Anderson. Anderson just gets raked on the arm on the pass. And so she'll be going to the line. And the foul is going to be on Stowe, her first personal. That's the 19th foul. So Anderson will have the 1-and-1. Anything after this is going to be an automatic 2 shots for the Glacier Bears. Anderson struggled from the free throw last night, 1 for 3. He's got the 4 points so far today. She gets her first. That ties her score from yesterday with 5. She's got a 5-point lead for the Bears. Everybody thought she just had the 1 shot and her heading the other way. Officials bring them back, get them all lined up. Anderson, second one, rebound by Kahn. Gets it to Larson. Larson coming up the left-hand side, picked up by Longo-Dinas. Larson comes left wing to Stowe. Stowe guard by Jorgensen. Giese has her in, pass tipped away. Now they go back into Stowe on the left block. Running right-hander off the glass and good. Stowe with 12. Cuts a lead to 3. See if the Glacier Bears can respond. They get it out to Dryden. She spots up for a 3-pointer on the left side. Money! Mackenzie Dryden, boy, she only had 2 last night. She's got 11 so far tonight. She's been draining them. Quickly back is Larson, now trailing by 6 with a minute and a half left. Larson looking to get to the right-hand side. Gets a screen from Kahn. Stops and pops from 15. Rebound tipped out of Jorgensen Giese's hands and out of bounds by Kay. So it'll be Glacier Bear basketball. And we got a full timeout by the Vikings. Trailing by 6, 1:21 left in the ball game. We'll send it back to the studios at KFSK for 1 minute. Okay, we got a minute and 21 of some fun action here in Haines Gymnasium. Glacier Bears by 6. Three-quarter court press by the Vikings. Glacier Bears get it. Oh, Larson steals away in the open court. She's going to lay it up in 2, cut that lead 2-4. Larson with 18. Down to a 4-point lead. Quickly back are the Glacier Bears. They go ahead to Stickler. Stickler tries to another bad pass by the Glacier Bears. Stolen away until Larson comes away with it. And off the glass for 2. Larson's got another 2, and we're down to a 2-point lead in the span of 20 seconds. 2 steals by the Vikings. Ball handling by the Glacier Bears. They're struggling with it here. They were beating that three-quarter court press coming out of that timeout. Just careless in the backcourt, left it right in front of Larson. She drove in for the layup and then coming back the other way. Stickler tried to throw it ahead and threw it right into the hands of Kahn. There really wasn't a Glacier Bear that was going to be able to catch that pass, and Kahn got it up to head to Larson. The Glacier Bears need to get this one up into the front court. We're 59.2 seconds left. We'll see if they can do something different with their, move some people around on their press break. They're going to bring Longo-Dinas in on the right-hand side, and we're going to get a foul, I think, on Larson with the reaching foul. And that'll be a 2-shot foul for the Glacier Bears. That's Larson's 3rd personal. So Long Godinez, 2 shots from the free throw line. 2 for 4 last night. Got a 2-point lead. Pressure free throws. Back rim off the first one. Second one will drop for her. 3-point lead for the Glacier Bears. Larson back for the Vikings. Coming up on the dribble, gets a screen from Kendall. Going to drive in, stop and pop from 16. Rims in and out. Jorgensen Giese away with the rebound for the Glacier Bears. Coming up into the front court, gets it ahead to Dryden. Dryden on the dribble now. 32 seconds left, and you're going to have Larson grab Dryden at the waist. That's going to be Larson's 4th personal foul. And that'll send Dryden to the line, shooting 2. Dryden's been clutch here in the second half. Trying to extend that 3-point lead with these 2 free throws. 32 seconds left in the game. First one, good. Ice running through those veins of Dryden. Nothing but net on the second. 5-point lead. Glacier Bears don't want to foul anybody here. Larson's going to come up, gets to the left-hand side. Powak with a long 2. Rims in and out. Kahn down with the rebound. She's going to be fouled by Jorgensen Giese. You do not want to foul in that situation. That's her 5th personal foul. And we got Stickler coming in off the bench for her. So now Kahn at the line. And this will be a 1-on-1 opportunity for Kahn. Her chance to answer the pressure on the free throws. First one, rebound, down by the Glacier Bears. Benda comes up with the rebound. Stolen away by Larson. Larson goes up with the left and good for 2. Larson matching her high last night at 22. 10 seconds left. Glacier Bears, just throw it up the court. Just throw it up the court. 5 seconds left. 3 seconds. Don't need to do anything with it. And it'll be the 45-41 victory for the Glacier Bears. Big 4th quarter for the Bears to come up with this win against the Vikings. Final scoring for the game for the Vikings. Stowe with 12. Larson matching her game high from last night with 22. Powak with 2. Curtis with 2. And Thomason with 3. For the Glacier Bears, Dorn with 2, Wallers with 2, Stickler with 5, Jorgensen Giese with 7, Benda with 6, Long Godinez with 5, Anderson with 5, and Mackenzie Dryden, after only 2 last night, came up with 13 big points tonight to help fuel that win in the second half for the Glacier Bears. Again, 45-41. Glacier Bears and the Vikings will both be 1-1 in conference play now. And coming up in 20 minutes, we'll have the Petersburg boys against the Haines Glacier Bear boys. And so we'll send this back to the studios at KFSK for 20 minutes, and we'll be back with some boys action. Welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. Douglas Howard along with Sam McPeters bringing you Region 5 boys basketball action. Boy, we just had a barn burner between the Lady Vikings and the Lady Glacier Bears. Bears held on and came storming back in the fourth quarter and then held on for a 45-41 victory. Clutch shooting by Mackenzie Dryden in the end of that fourth quarter to pull that away for the Glacier Bears. And Inez Larson was just another huge game for the Lady Vikings. 22 points, kind of did everything for them. Boy, this game with the Vikings last night with the boys was a phenomenal game as well. Went right down to the end. Glacier Bears were able to hold the Vikings scoreless in the second quarter. Broke out to a 9-point lead at the end of the third. And then the Vikings outscored them 16-8 in the fourth quarter. So for today's game, starting lineup for the Vikings, number 22, Michael Durkin. Number 30, Latham Johnson. Number 32, Jack Engel. Number 23, Kyle Biggers. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Vikings, number 3, Rick Kumps. And the Vikings, again, coached by Rick Brock. Starting lineup for our Haines Glacier Bears. Number 20, sophomore, Jackson Long. Number 21, junior, Luke Davis. Number 24, Eric Gillum, 17 big points for the Glacier Bears last night. Number 41, Caleb Holm. And rounding out the lineup for the Glacier Bears, Xander Willard. Glacier Bears coached by Don Nash, assisted by Tyler Swinton and James Hart. Officials for tonight's game, or to this afternoon's game, same as the ones we had yesterday. We've got Fowler, Jones, and Gainey. Fowler will be in the center circle for the tip. Got Durkin for the Vikings, Gillum for the Glacier Bears. Glacier Bears going to our left, Vikings to our right. Everybody set. And this one's controlled by the Vikings. Kumps on the dribble. Looks like zone defense for the Glacier Bears. Nope, they're going man-to-man. Kumps comes left-hand side to Durkin. To Engel, back up top to Durkin. Now right side to Kumps. He'll dribble to the top of the key, way out high. Back to Kumps. Durkin on the left side. Down on the post. Has that block shot or that pass knocked away. Durkin's able to recover it. Now they got it to Johnson. Engel on the right wing. Up top to Kumps. Engel, left wing. Back up top to Kumps. Kumps going to come right-hand side to Johnson. Left wing. Durkin, top to Biggers, then to Kumps. Now inside to a cut-in Engel. Great job there. Keep moving. Got the cutter open. Layup for 2 for the Vikings. Quickly back is Davis for the Glacier Bears. Goes to the left baseline to Holm. Up top to Gillum. High pass. He's able to control. It's got Durkin on him. And we're going to get a blocking foul on Durkin way out high. Playing that aggressive defense. But you don't want to get a lot of fouls 35 feet from the hoop. Holm on the inbounds. Gets it into Davis. Davis goes right-hand side to Gillum. Gillum hands off to Xander Willard. Willard back to Gillum. Gillum behind the back. Dribble, nothing there. Gets it to Davis. Davis comes left side to Willard. Willard right side to Gillum. Gillum drives inside the free throw line, gets it to Davis. Davis probes the baseline, kicks it back up top to Gillum. Looked at the shot quickly, then picks it up on the dribble. They do that. Weave up top with Willard, and they go back to Davis on the left side. Home down the baseline to Willard at the top of the key. Right side to Gillum. Gillum's going to drive in, dump it over to Long. Long's going to bring it back up top to Willard. Both teams being really patient on their first opening set. Gillum passes up the shot, gets it to Willard. Willard's going to let fly from 3. Long had the rebound, but over the top is Kyle Biggers, his first personal foul, first team foul on the Vikings, and it'll be Glacier Bear basketball down on the baseline. Long had good position for that. Biggers just trying to stand over there. Arms weren't quite long enough. Gillum on the inbounds. Quickly come back, do the Glacier Bears to get it to Davis on the baseline. Back out to Gillum. Gillum up top to Willard. To Davis, right wing. Left side to Gillum. Over the defense to Long at the left elbow. Back up top, Gillum. Looking for some space. Creates a little room, leaves out a little bit short. Durkin down with the rebound on the weak side. This is Johnson. Johnson quickly up into the front court for the Vikings. Driving to the free throw line, kicks out to Engel, back to Johnson, to Durkin. Now up top to Kumps, and he'll set the offense. Scott Davis guarding him. Durkin on the right-hand side. Looks inside, nothing there. Reverses to the left side to Kumps. High post to Biggers. Biggers dumps it off to Johnson. That one's way long. Weak side board by Davis. Davis quickly up into the front court. He'll come left side to Gillum. Closed out quickly by Engel, denying that three-point shot by Gillum. Gillum now is going to drive down into the lane. Up with it. And we're going to get a push on Engel before the charge. So that could have been a charge on Gillum, but Engel with the push on it beforehand. And they're going to say he was going up. So Gillum at the line, shooting 2. He was 5 for 7 from the free throw line with 17 points for the Glacier Bears last night. His first one short. 4:59 left in the first quarter. 2-0 lead for the Vikings. Shots up. Gets this one, nothing but net. Breaks that scoreboard for the Glacier Bears. Johnson bring it up for the Vikings. Hands off to Kump at the half-court line. Kump now working against Davis. Goes left side to Johnson. Looks for a cutting Durkin on the baseline. Nothing there. Brings it up top to Kumps. Kumps probes that right elbow. Tries to go down inside to Biggers. Biggers lowers the shoulders. Up with the shot. No good. Engel with the shot. No good. Biggers over the top of Long. Gets another one. No good. Biggers with another rebound off the top and no good. Glacier Bears need to put a body on there. They're getting outboarded big time. So it fouls on Gillum, his first team foul. That'll send Biggers to the line. He was 2 for 2 from there yesterday. Got 2 more coming for him. First one is good. Officials having a chat about something here. Whatever it was, they got it cleared up, and Biggers at the line for his second. That one is good as well. So now Glacier Bears trying to answer here. They're down 3, 4-1. Davis on the dribble working against Johnson. Left wing. Looking for a screen from Gillum. Davis with 16-footer. Back rim. Off of Long's hand. Controlled by Kumps. Comes quickly up into the front court. He's trying to get downhill, and he'll back it up in a double dribble on that. Headed it back to the Glacier Bears. Davis up into the front court, looking for a screen from Willard. Gets past that, but nice help defense for the Vikings, and then they all back away. Weak side board by Durkin. He's quickly up in the front court. Engel up ahead of the Glacier Bears. Everybody lost control of where he was at. He's got 4, and it's a 6-1 lead for the Vikings. They're out quickly to start this game. Gillum quickly back. He's going to go up with the shot, and they're going to count that, and another foul on the Vikings. .32. So Engel's got 2 buckets, and he's also got 2 fouls. Gillum at the line, shooting 1. It'll be Hunter Kahn coming in for Engel. Those quick 2 fouls. He'll sit here a little bit. Gillum trying to cut this lead to 2. Drains the free throw. He's got all 4 for the Glacier Bears. They're going to come out in a little full court pressure. This worked for him fairly well last night. Vikings get across, but Durkin's going to step on the sideline. A little space awareness there. So the Glacier Bears get the turnover off of that pressure. Davis working against Johnson. Gillum comes up and gets the ball. Now he's working against Durkin. Bill dumps it down low to Holm, and he tries to save it from going out of bounds. Steps on the line. Back to the Vikings. Glacier Bears again setting up that full court pressure. Vikings get it into Johnson. Go back to Kahn. Kahn picks up his dribble in the backcourt, gets it over to Johnson. Cross court to Durkin. Good job breaking the press that time. They go to Cubs. Cubs off the glass and good for two. Great job moving that ball up the court with the passing that time for the Vikings to break the pressure. 4-point lead, 8-4. Davis back, gets it to Gillum. Gillum working against Durkin. Gets a screen from Long. Gillum picks up his dribble. Now they come back top to Davis. Boy, risky pass there to Willard. Left baseline into Holm. Holm's going to carry that basketball and turn it over to the Vikings. A lot of mental mistakes so far in the first quarter by the Glacier Bears. You got Swanner coming in. He did a great job on the offensive boards last night and playing defense for the Glacier Bears. Johnson gets it up to Kumps. 2-3 zone for the Glacier Bears. Kumps on the dribble. Right side pass to Johnson, and then swing it around to left side. They go to Kahn at the high post. He's turned, looks, gets it back up top to Kumps. Kumps drives in, up with the shot, a little too hard. Tip by Biggers a couple times. Davis comes away with it up ahead to Willard. Willard is going to come down, and we get a blocking foul on Kumps as Willard trying to go. Bail out that time for Willard because he was losing his balance, wasn't able to go anywhere with it. And that'll be Kumps' first 15 foul on the Vikings, and the Glacier Bears they'll inbound on the baseline. Gillum goes up top to Willard, to Davis on the left wing. And drive inside, kick it out to Swanner for the long shot. That one's going to be way long. Biggers down with the big rebound on the right side. Johnson quickly up into the front court. Comes right-hand side to Kahn. Inside to Biggers. Biggers turns with the right hand off the glass and good for two. He's got four, and it's a 6-point lead for the Vikings. Davis slowly up into the front court. Goes right side to Willard. Willard, this time that pass stolen away by Johnson. The Vikings are yelling go. Let's push it up into the front court. They get it to Durkin. He'll step into a 12-footer. Money for Michael Durkin. It's an 8-point lead. Coach Swinton wants to call a timeout for the Glacier Bears. Vikings getting out, pushing this up the court. And it'll be a 30-second timeout with 1:43. So you can see the Vikings, compared to last night, they're really pushing that ball. As soon as they get a turnover, they're getting up into the front court, and they want to attack the basket quickly here, and it's been working for them so far. Glacier Bears, their offense has been a little stagnant, trying to work it around, and Gillum, the only guy that they've gotten some shots from, one free throw or two free throws and one field goal, and so they need to get their offensive game plan here moving. A lot of that Vikings seem to be a little more active defensively than they were last night. And with that extra length that they have against the Glacier Bears, makes it hard for them to convert over the top of those long arms of the Vikings. We'll see which Coach Swinton comes up with a new game plan here offensively for the Glacier Bears. Davis now coming up into the front court for the Bears. Looking for a screen from Gillum. Davis pulls in, gets it up top to Long. Back up top to Gillum. Boy, Durkin almost had his hand on that one. Quickly back the other way as Gillum has that pass swatted away. Aggressive defense by the Vikings getting in the passing lanes. Kumps all the way back with the shot over a finger roll and up and good for two. Just getting up and attacking the basket. Glacier Bears need to figure out something defensively and offensively. Swanner, boy, lose control of that basketball and foul in the backcourt. I don't know why that one's on 24 when Swanner was the one down at his feet grabbing him. But that'll be Gillum's second personal foul. 10-point lead for the Vikings. And we've got Devin Guthrie into the game for the Vikings. Johnson gets it into Kahn. Kahn to Durkin. Durkin throws it ahead to Kumps. Down to Guthrie. Guthrie all alone. Misses the layup. Rebound on the weak side by Davis. Now the Glacier Bears going to push in transition. Davis getting up to the court. Kicks it out to Holm. Holm with the three-pointer from the corner. Money for Caleb Holm. See if that sparks the offense for the Glacier Bears. Vikings get it into Johnson. Guarded closely by Davis. He throws it up ahead to Kumps. Kumps. No numbers there. He'll kick it up top to Johnson. Reset the offense. Go left side to Durkin. Down to Guthrie. Guthrie turns up with the right hand. Rebound come down to Swanner, and he's going to get fouled by Guthrie. Guthrie's first personal. 16 fouls, so Glacier Bears will be shooting on the next one. Willard now back in the game for Swanner. 23.1 seconds left in the first quarter. Vikings up 7, 14-7. Davis jogs it up into the front court on the right wing. Got Johnson slowly comes out to get some pressure on him. Gets a screen from Gillum. Goes away from it. Back up top to Gillum. Gillum's going to drive inside from 12. Up with the shot. Kind of got undercut on that. Vikings can't save it, and that'll be the end of the quarter. The Glacier Bears 7, Vikings 14. We'll send this back to the studio, the KFSK, for 1 minute. Welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium, bringing you Region 5 boys basketball on KFSK and the Haynesboro website. Haynesboro School District. Sam McFeed is running the camera for us. Start of the second quarter. Glacier Bears have the basketball. Davis on the dribble, comes left wing, goes up top to Willard. Willard, right side to Gillum. Gillum on the dribble at the top of the key. Up fakes, gets it over to Swanner on the left baseline. Back up top to Gillum. Now does Willard at the top of the key. Willard goes right side to Swanner, looks at the three, nothing there. Backs it up top to Willard. Willard to Holm. Back to Davis. Davis lets fly from three-pointer, off the rim, rebound. Comes down to Cabral. Kumps now up into the front court for the Vikings. Cabral on the right side, go left side to Durkin. Top to Cabral, to Kumps. Cabral with a three-pointer, weak side rebound by Biggers. He'll kick it back up top, but out of the hands of Kumps, and that'll be a backcourt violation for the Vikings. Glacier Bears be able to pick it up and inbound into the front court. Gillum on the sideline into Davis. 7 minutes left here in the first half. Swanner hands off to Gillum. Gillum being patient with his dribble. A little step back 16-footer off the glass for two. Now that full court pressure. Vikings had one turnover, and then they've been handling it fairly well. They go up ahead to Kumps. Boy, he had Biggers wide open underneath. Now they go to Biggers. He's going to leave that one short, and we're going to get a foul. That's going to be on Gillum. Gillum's third. That's going to hurt the Glacier Bears right there. So he's coming out of the game, and that'll put Biggers at the line shooting two. I think they screwed up on the one, his second foul. I think that should have gone to Swanner because he was down on the ground grabbing at the guy's legs. I didn't think Gillum did anything. So I got Long in for Gillum. And we've got Anderson into the game. And Johnson back into the game. Excuse me, that's Kahn into the game for the Vikings. Biggers second. Back rim, battle for it. Davis comes away with it for the Glacier Bears. He's going to push up into the front court, so let's see where the Bears offense is going to come from without Gillum into the game. Go right-hand side to Holm. Holm's going to drive in, step on the baseline, turn it over to the Vikings. Boy, the Vikings came out in that first quarter really aggressive offensively, defensively, and so far the Glacier Bears haven't been able to match that intensity. Right-hand side to Cabral, up top to Johnson, to Kahn on the left side. Playing catch around the perimeter here. Now looking inside to Biggers. They covered up nicely. Cabral with the three-pointer, weak side rebound, fought for, and that's going to stay with the Vikings on the baseline. Beat Johnson on the inbounds. Gets it into Kahn. Up to Cabral. I go left side. Johnson's going to fire the three. Weak side board. Comes down to Holm to Davis. Davis driving in. Willard for three. That's where some of the offense is going to come from. Xander Willard with the long range three. Cuts that lead 15-12. Vikings by three. Cabral quickly up. Gets it to Johnson. To Kahn. Left side goes over to Anderson. Cabral, Johnson, Anderson. Playing around on the perimeter, going to Biggers. Biggers going over long, not much he can do when he's standing behind him like that. Needs to get him a little bit further away from the basket defensively. Quickly back are the Glacier Bears. Swanner gets it to Holm. Back to Swanner on the left side. He'll dribble to the top of the key. Willard going to let fly from three again. Left wing, Biggers with the board. Hands it off to Johnson. Quickly up is Cabral. Johnson. Cabral let fly for three on the left side. Rebound by Holm. Davis now. Glacier Bears quickly pushing it up. Goes ahead to Swanner. Swanner behind the defense and gets it in. Phoenix Swanner with his first 2 points of the game. Nice look by Davis. Got his head up on that as he's coming up the court. Throws it over the top of the defense. Johnson at the top of the key. Goes to Cabral right side. Back up top to Johnson. Left side to Anderson. Johnson will reverse it to the right. Now they got go inside to Biggers on the block, and they're going to call 3 seconds on him first. He was camped down in the lane. Turnover to the Glacier Bears. Got Whitaker and Kumps coming into the game for Kahn and Cabral. 4:27 left, first half action. Vikings by 3, 17-14. Davis on the dribble up into the front court. Gets straight, goes to the right-hand side, comes up top. And that's a Xander Willard three-pointer. We're tied at 17. Kumps brings up, goes to Kahn. Guess Kahn wasn't coming out of the game. Out it comes. And we got a timeout by the Vikings. 30-second timeout. So those Glacier Bears have outscored the Vikings 10-3 so far in this quarter. It was looking like the Bears might be in trouble when Gillum picked up that third personal foul, but Willard's come out stroking the threes. And then you had Swanner sneaking behind the defense. Nice look up ahead by Davis. I have a feeling we're going to have several runs by both of these teams before the end of this, the way last night's went. So Vikings will be inbounding on the sideline. The side out of bounds. Kahn will be triggering the inbounds. Gets it into Kumps. Goes over to Johnson, up top to Kumps, right side to Whitaker. Reverse it around the top again. Now they got Kahn left baseline. Reverse now they're on the right side. Getting guys flashing through that post as they're reversing that 2-3 zone of the Glacier Bears from right to left. Trying to get it into a cutting Kahn. Kahn goes up against Long, slow with his feet getting over there. And that'll be Jackson Long's first personal. Third team foul. And that will send Hunter Kahn to the line, shooting 2. Nice dive through there by Kahn. Created the contact with Long. Earned himself a couple free throws. Makes the first. Got Durkin checking back into the game. He'll be coming in for Biggers. Kahn back at the line for his second. Bounce around a little bit, but he gets that one to drop. 2-point lead for the Vikings. Davis up with it for the Glacier Bears. Working that right-hand side. Dumps it to Long. Long with a 6-footer. Jackson Long scores it for the Glacier Bears. We're tied at 19. Cups back for the Vikings. Goes right-hand side. Johnson. Whitaker looking inside to Kahn. Has that ball knocked out of his hands. Scrabble for it on the ground. Davis comes away with it. He's got a 3-on-2. Swanner loses control of the dribble on the way to the hoop and out of bounds back to the Vikings. Good opportunity there for the Glacier Bears, but they couldn't capitalize on it. Kahn throws it up to Kumps. And to Whitaker. Back to Kumps, top of the key. Durkin inside to Johnson. Kumps, top of the circle. Durkin goes right-hand side to Whitaker. Up top to Kumps. Left side, Johnson. Again, they're playing this kind of this passing game out behind the three-point line, looking for a cutter. You got Durkin in the center lane. Now he'll flash back to the right baseline. They get into Johnson. Johnson drives in, leaves it a little bit short. Weak side board comes away with Davis. Davis pushing it up, trying to get past Johnson. He's trying to get into the lane, sneaks between two defenders, off the glass, and good for two for Luke Davis. 21-19, 2-point lead for the Glacier Bears. 2:30 left in the half. Kumps on the dribble against that 2-3 zone. He'll back it out, let everybody set the offense. Goes to Durkin. Johnson at the high post. Now we're on the right wing with Whitaker. Comes on the dribble at top of the key. They go high post to Durkin, up with the right hand. Michael Durkin, nice little right-handed floater there. We're tied back at 21. Back and forth we go. Davis, left baseline to Swanner. Closed out by Kumps. Willard, he's wide right on that three. Holmes tried to save it inside. Did he hit it off one of the Vikings? Nope. It'll be out of bounds to the Glacier, or to the Vikings. Biggers checking in for Whitaker. 2 minutes left in the first half, tied at 21. Kumps walks it up into the front court. Comes right-hand side to Johnson, back up top to Kumps. Left side to Durkin. Now to Johnson, down to Biggers. Biggers off the glass and good. Vikings got their score. Can the Glacier Bears answer? They come up, get it to Swanner on the left baseline. Up top to Davis. Davis to Long. Long turns, works on that right side. Up and a little bit short, comes with the rebound. He'll push it up the court for the Vikings. He's got Johnson on the right wing. He's going to follow Biggers down the lane. Stops and pops from 4-10 and gets it to fall. Kumps has 6. 4-point lead for the Vikings. He's kind of used Biggers, a moving screen going down the lane. Got it open. Top to Holm with the three. Caleb Holm with second three-pointer, and it's a 1-point lead. He's got 6, does Caleb. Stepped into that one right at the top of the key and let it fly. Goes left-hand side to Durkin. High post to Johnson. Davis got his hand on Johnson, able to come away with it. Gets it to Durkin. Comes right-hand side. Kahn up top to Durkin to Kumps. 51 seconds left in the half. The right-hand side to Durkin. He looks at the three, gets it on the baseline to Kahn. Into Biggers. He's wide open in there. Boy, he's having a heck of a first half here. Glacier Bears have not been able to get in front of him down on the post. He's got 11. Davis to Holm. Tries to go on the high post, stolen away by Biggers. Biggers trying to get up the court, knocked away by Swanner. And so he saved the layup, but Vikings will have it down on the baseline. 28.2 seconds left. How are the Glacier Bears going to change the way that they defend? Biggers down there. They got, oh boy, he just pushed Long out of the way on that one. They give it to Johnson for the three-point shot. Biggers gets between two Glacier Bears, and he's going to be fouled. He tries to go up there. Poor job blocking out that time by Davis and Holm. And Davis is going to pick up his first personal foul. Bigger just split right between them, grabbed the board, and went up with it. But boy, on that inbound pass, Bigger just bowled over Jackson Long, pushing him out of the way. He gets that first one to fall. He's got 12. Misses the second one. Willard down with the rebound. 4-point lead for the Vikings. 17 seconds left. Willard on the dribble, way behind the three-point line. Got Johnson on him. Davis gets it back to Willard. Willard's got Durkin on him. 3 seconds. Davis steps in, gets it out to Willard. Willard back to Davis. Lets it fly. Nothing going. We're going to end the first quarter play. 24 for the Glacier Bears, 28 for the Vikings. And we will send this back to the studios at KFSK for 10 minutes. We'll be back with some second half action. All right, welcome back to Haines High School Gymnasium. Douglas Horde along with Sam McFeeters bringing you Glacier Bear basketball and also all our friends down in Petersburg listening on KFSK. Great afternoon for some basketball coming up here on 2 o'clock. We're ready to start second half. Vikings with a 4-point lead going into the third quarter, 28-24. It's been up and down ball game. Both teams have been going on some runs. Gillum's got foul trouble for the Glacier Bears with 3. Engel only one with the Vikings that has 2. Comes left-hand side. They go to Engel, then through Johnson back to Kumps on the right side. Johnson's going to let fly, leaves that one short, and Biggers with the weak side board and up and good for 2. Glacier Bears need to figure out a way to get him off the boards and out of the inside. He's killing them in there. Davis comes up top to Gillum. To Holmes. Xander, Willard. Pivots, goes back left side to Davis. He's going to go away from the screen, drives inside, off the glass, can't get it to drop. Durkin with the weak side board, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson racing up into the front court, goes to Cubs. They go inside to Biggers. Can't get that one to fall. Gillum with the board. They're looking to feed him here in the game. Great coaching, go with the hot hand. Holm hands it off to Gillum on the left wing. Gillum drives inside, stop and pop for 14. Biggers with the board, gets it to Johnson, quickly up ahead to Kumps. Kumps got a lane to the basket, cut off by the Glacier Bears. He's going to fall around, no weak side, rebound for the Glacier Bears. Engel gets it, goes up again, and he's going to convert this one and get fouled on the follow. So Engel's got 6, extends that lead to 6. 41, Caleb Holm, his first team foul here in the second half. And you got Engel with an opportunity to extend that lead. Excuse me, that's 32-24, so it's an 8-point lead. And that long rebound. Biggers out hustling the Glacier Bears to that one. Go left side to Engel, up top to Kumps. Johnson, now Durkin. Oh boy, they had Engel with a wide open on the cut, missed him. Now he's back on the left-hand side wing, gets it. Now Durkin on the right side. Durkin looks inside of Biggers. Jackson Long getting over the top on that time. Great defense by Long, knocking that one away. Holm on the left baseline, up top to Gillum for a 3-point shot, and that's an air ball. He's forcing that one. Needs to get his feet set. Comes back on the left hand. Coming up ahead, gets it to Johnson. Go inside to Biggers. Holm was there with the double team but didn't do anything with it. He needs to get in there and strip that ball. He just kind of looked at it. 16 for Biggers, and it's a 10-point lead for the Vikings. Glacier Bears need to figure out an answer offensively. They go to Gillum, and he's going to get the answer at the fadeaway on the baseline. Need to get Eric going. Now we got that full court pressure by the Glacier Bears. You got Engel in the backcourt to Johnson. Johnson air mails that over the top of Kump's head, and Glacier Bears get the turnover. Swanner in for Long. For the Bears, we'll see how they adjust their defense down low with Biggers. Davis up into the front court. Got a lane to the basket, kicks out to Gillum for the open 3-point shot, and Eric Gillum coming alive. 5 quick points for him, cuts that lead in half. Engel looking for some help, throws it up ahead to Kumps. Kumps going to put pressure on the basket, drives in, up with the right hand, tipped by Biggers, can't get it to fall, fighting for it, and Durkin comes away with it, gets it to Kumps on the left baseline. And Johnson back to Kumps, they'll set up their offense. Kumps slowly backs it away, gets it to Johnson, gets to the left baseline, Durkin for the 3-point shot, money for Michael Durkin. At 7, and we got a 30-second timeout by the Vikings with 4:56 left in the third quarter. 37-29, 8-point lead for the Vikings. Glacier Bears were getting Gillum going there for a little bit, and then Durkin with the big answer here with a 3-pointer on the left baseline. Bears had a chance to stop that possession early, but just couldn't get that defensive rebound. All that height for the Vikings was able to go over the top of them and keep that one alive. The Glacier Bear basketball in the backcourt. You have Gillum on the inbounds. Vikings are going to stay in their regular defense, pick them up when they get to the three-point line. Davis on the dribble, goes right-hand side to Swanner. Top to Gillum. Gillum's going to try to dive baseline. Durkin's there, gets a little help from Engel, gets it back to Swanner, up top to Willard. Willard comes right side to Davis, looking for that three-point shot. Nice defense by the Vikings. Gillum, tough shot, can't get it. Oh, the Glacier Bears went off of their hands. Quickly back is Durkin. Durkin driving down the left-hand side, throws up the shot. Gillum down with the board and gets it off to Davis. Nice defense by Willard, just staying in front of Durkin, not letting him get in the open shot. Davis answers, can't get the three to fall. Comes with the weak side rebound, pushing it up into the front court now for the Vikings. Davis meets him at the three-point line with that aggressive man-to-man defense. They go left side to Durkin, back to comes Johnson. Now you got Durkin on the left side. Now his angle before. Durkin with another three. He's got 10. It's 11-point lead for the Vikings. Glacier Bears need to get some stops and find some offense here. This one's starting to get away from them. Willard tries to go over to Swanner. Luckily, that was tipped by Engel out of bounds. Glacier Bears will reset on the sideline. We've got Cole and Kahn coming into the game for Johnson and Engel for the Vikings. Gillum on the inbounds, gets it up top to Davis. Stolen away by Durkin on that right side. Lazy pass by Davis. Durkin isn't able to control the dribble all the way up the court. Bounces off his foot and out of bounds. Glacier Bears got a break on that one. Quickly back is Davis to Gillum. Gillum gets the opening, lets fly from three, and that's going to be an air ball. Swanner tries to save it, can't get around Biggers. Gillum's forcing some shots now, trying to make some things happen. These Bears need to do a better job running their offense, getting him open. Vikings looking for somebody. Steal by the Glacier Bears. Willard tries to go up, and he's going to be fouled by Kahn. Kahn had the ball. I think they're calling it with the body down below. Looked pretty good up top. Hunter Kahn, first personal. First team foul here in the second half with 3:27 left in the third quarter. And you got Xander Willard, 8 points last night. He's got 6 so far today. Didn't get anything from the free throw line yesterday. He's going to drop his first one here tonight. That's only the third free throw that the Glacier Bears have shot. The Vikings got 9 of them so far. Yeah, the replay on that looks like that was a clean block by Kahn there, but Willard's going to say, I don't care. I'm going to go free throw line and get 2, cut that lead to 9. Durkin gets past Willard. They throw it into Biggers down low. Biggers gets his shot partially blocked, and Swanner with the rebound for the Glacier Bears. Gillum quickly back up into the front court, working against Durkin. He's going to drive in the lane, a little fade away. 12-footer, can't get it to drop. Biggers with the board for the Vikings. He'll bring it up, hand it over to Kahn. Kahn gets it up into the front court to Kumps. Comes back to Kahn on the right side, back to Kumps. Coach Brock setting up the offense for him here. Got Durkin on the far left side, comes over to Cole. Now back to Durkin on the right side. Kahn, Durkin, Kumps, Cole, Kumps, Durkin. Down the baseline to Kahn. He turns, looks, tries to go. Cross-court pass stolen away by Davis. Davis, no numbers, but he's going to push it up. He's going to try and get up with the shot. We got a foul on it. It's going to be on the ground. Couldn't see the official's hand. Number 3, Kumps, his second personal. Second team foul. And we've got Johnson. Engel's back in the game, coming in for Durkin and Biggers. Willard on the inbounds. Nobody's covering Davis. Left him wide open. An easiest bucket Luke Davis is ever going to get in his life. Kumps splits the defense for the Glacier Bears. Comes up, dumps it off to Engels. Engels up on the right-hand side with a quick answer back, beating that defensive pressure. Gets that lead back to 9. Davis tries to go inside to Holmes, able to tip it into him. Willard on the weak side, drains a three-point shot. He's got 11. Holmes just did that cross-court kick. Willard open for the 3, down to a 6-point lead. Johnson comes up to Kahn. Kahn gets it to Cole. Oh, that should have been a backcourt violation. He wasn't in the front court when he caught it. A little pressure, getting another turnover for the Glacier Bears. I think it's about 50-50 on the times they've gotten burnt on the pressure and the times they've gotten a turnover off the pressure. Davis slowly walks it into the front court. Just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Glacier Bears trailing by 6. Davis drives inside, looking for an outlet, kicks it up top to Willard. Willard handoff to Gillum. Gillum working against Johnson on the dribble. Johnson kind of reaching in there, able to poke it away out of bounds. Bears will set up on the sideline. Inbound play gets it to Davis. Comes back and way off of him. They go to Swanner. Swanner able to control the ball. Engel almost got it. Gets it out to Willard, who was thinking about the three. Davis steps into a 16-footer. That one's short. Holmes able to save it in, but it goes right into the hands of Johnson. Johnson up ahead, 2 Kumps on that right wing. Drilling up, he'll pull it up, set up the offense. Johnson top of the key, left side to Kahn. Now they reverse it over to Cole. Kahn, left side to Johnson. Reversing to the top. They're just kind of playing catch around the perimeter here as guys moving back and forth. Davis putting some tight pressure on Kumps, and we're going to get a pressure on Davis, getting a little too close with that defense. That's his second team foul in the second half. 1:08 left in the third quarter. Still a 6-point lead for the Vikings, 42-36. Johnson on the inbound to Kumps. Davis sagging off of him. Now they come left side to Cole, back to Kumps. Now on the right side, we go down to Cole. Cole looking inside to Engel. Nothing there. Johnson briefly loses control, is able to regain the dribble. Now to Kumps. Cole left wing. Willard out there. Kumps to Johnson. Kumps now left side to Cole. Oh, into Engel. No, that's Cole. Was able to get the bucket and the foul. Little weak spot in the zone there. And that's going to be on Swanner, his first personal. Third team foul. And we've got got Kahn going to the line. Chance for the three-point play. 46.9 seconds left in the quarter. Back rim, but Engel with the long rebound. Davis comes in behind and strips him of the ball. Pushes it up court. Long's got it. He goes high off the glass. Can't convert. Johnson down with the weak side rebound. Now there looks like Vikings are going to be working for the last shot of the quarter here. They've got that 8-point lead. They can afford to burn some time off the clock here. Passing around way out behind the three-point line. Moving it back and forth. Kumps has it just inside the center circle. 13 seconds left. They'll probably go to just under 10, then they'll start going now. Kumps. Kahn. Johnson. Kumps. Back to Johnson. He's going to drive inside. Running right-hander. No good. Engel back with the follow, and he's going to get the bucket as the buzzer sounds to give him a 10-point lead, 46-36. So Kumps has got 8, or excuse me, that was Engel on that one. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with fourth quarter action. We're getting ready for fourth quarter action here. Glacier Bears need to make up a 10-point deficit here if they want to replicate their win from last night. Davis come back to the right-hand side. Willard at the top of the key. Right side to Davis. Davis drives in, dumps it into Long. Long a little slow with the shot. Can't convert inside. They're getting the looks, just having trouble getting it into the basket. Cole gets right-hand side to Whitaker, to Kahn. Cole at the top. Whitaker far right wing. Reverse it around. They come left-hand side to Durkin. Durkin goes cross-court, stolen away by Davis. Davis got numbers ever stolen away by Cole. Cole's got a lane to the basket. Just Jackson Long in between him. Long's going to get the foul. Cole's going to have to earn it from the free throw line. huge difference tonight and last night. The Vikings just came out at the beginning, just much more aggressive offensively and defensively, and with that extra length, really hindering the Glacier Bears, and they just haven't been able to answer that intensity throughout this game. They've got 7:23 to figure out a way to match it here and see if they can crawl back into this one. Goal second, kept alive by Gillum and taken away by Long. Davis up in the front court goes Willard. Willard tries a three-point shot. I think that was partially blocked. Cole down with the rebound. He'll get it to Durkin. Durkin going to drive into lane, running right-hander. Gillum with the board. Quickly back is Davis. Bears are getting some stops. They just need to get some points here. Holm gets it back up top to, tried to get it to Gillum through his hands, knocked out of bounds by Durkin, and you've got Swanner back into the game coming in for Davis. Johnson in for Cole for the Vikings. Next up on the Vikings again. This time they left Swanner all alone on the baseline. Davis found him, scored the bucket. Now full court pressure again for the Glacier Bears. You're going to have Davis get his hand on it, on the arm, pick up the foul. That's 3 on Davis now, 5 on the Glacier Bears, only 2 in this half for the Vikings. Vikings have that free throw advantage too. They got 12-5 so far in free throws in this game. So when they have been getting fouled, it's been when they've been shooting. They get it into Johnson. Johnson working against Davis, picks it up. They come cross court to Durkin. To Whitaker. Whitaker goes inside to Engel, but they're going to get to travel before he does anything with it. And now we've got Kumps back into the game for the Vikings, coming in for Kahn. 6:34, 46-38, 8-point lead for the Vikings. Davis. See what the Glacier Bears can do to get a bucket this time. Gets a screen from Willard. Comes up to back up top to Willard. He eyed the three, but nice recovery by Johnson defensively for the Vikings. Davis on that left wing gets it up top to Gillum. He's got Durkin guarding him. Gillum trying to get into the lane, hands it off to Davis, who'll spot up for 3. Bap Graham off the top of the backboard, saved in by Swanner, but right to Durkin. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson's going to speed up, then come back up top to Kumps. He was able to get his feet quickly set before he caught that one, or it would have been another over the back. Again, passing around the perimeter here are the Vikings. Durkin on the left baseline. Kumps at the top of the key. Comes left-hand side to Johnson, up top to Kumps. Almost stolen away by Davis. And now we're going to get a foul on Davis on that one, going for the loose ball. That's 4 on him. So they're really penalizing Davis for that aggressive defense here. Oh, he almost had that one right over the top of the fingertips to come over to Durkin. Johnson, Kumps. Right side to Engel. Kumps left side to Johnson. They had Engel wide open in the key, didn't get it to him. The Bears need to get a stop here. 5:30, down by 8. Kumps goes right-hand side. Up top to Kumps. Johnson, Engel, keeping the ball moving pretty quickly around the perimeter. Now Durkin's going to drive inside the lane. Off-balance shot, gets it to roll over the rim. He's got 12. Can the Bears answer on their end? Davis coming back the other way. Up top to Holmes, spots up for a three-point shot, and he did with the 3. Caleb Holm cuts the lead to 7, just under 5 minutes. And we've got a timeout by Coach Brock. Let's see how long it's going to be. Going to be a full timeout, so we'll send it back to KFSK for
nameless in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence, it's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring. And I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase that, face it. I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just
my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself.
Jimenez, he gets it out. Alex Wersinga up top. Douglas Adams, he's going to travel with it. They don't call it. I think the officials just want this one to be over with. Hayden Jimenez going to drive inside, kick it out to Willard. Willard's going to bury another three. Xander is still out there. Cut the lead to 8. Quickly up ahead. Got Anderson throwing it to Cabral for 3. Adams with the rebound. He's going to give it over to Alex Wersinga. 2 seconds. That'll be our ball game. 56 for the Vikings, 48 for the Glacier Bears. Running down the scoring, Durkin with 12, Johnson with 4, Engel with 10, Biggers with 16, Kumps with 8, and Kahn with 4 for the Glacier Bears. Swanner with 6, Long with 2, Davis with 4, Gillum with 11, Holm with 9, and Willard with tying that game high 16 with Biggers from the Vikings. So it'll be, both teams will have a 1-1 conference record after this one going forward. So good luck to the Vikings the rest of the way, and everybody down there watching on or listening on KFSK. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Everybody online do the same. For Sam McFeeters on the camera, this is Doug Ord. Talk to you later.